Hey there, my favorite humans. I am back, and this time I'm kicking it old school and redoing my first YouTube video, or my first beauty makeup video. It was kind of a hot mess. You can tell when I'm talking in it. I'm much shyer than I am now, and my hair, I just can't get over it. I am kind of trying to bring those vibes with this little wig, because it's got bangs and it's got the curl, but that hair was a mess in that video. It's so funny though. You know what? It's a little frizzy, it's a little frazzled, but we all have those days, and don't we deserve them? This world can be hella challenging, so just take your days. Have your frizzy, frazzled friggin' days. So we're going to do a tutorial on this look today. So if you think I look cute and you want to be as blushed as I am, just kidding. Nobody wants to be as blushed as I do. But if you do like this look or you want to know more about these products, keep watching because we're going to talk about it. But before we get into that, as always, if you like my content, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, like this video, and leave a comment. Just show the love, and in return, I hope you feel that I put all of my energy into putting that love back out there to you folks. I keep you in my prayers. I say you in my gratitude affirmations every day. I love you all so much right back. This is my favorite lip gloss ever. This is the color Sweetgrass. I always just feel like starting with that lip gloss or lip product, I feel a little less bad when my lips are so dry as they've been. My skin has also been so dry, so these complexion products are really gonna get the test because, I mean, how are they gonna show up on all of that dry texture, you know what I mean? Oh, that is just my favorite nude. It's the perfect kind of neutral tone between a nice brown nude and a nice pink nude, and it does have some red undertones. It also has shea butter in it, I believe, which is just so moisturizing, so I do like to use it as a prep step in my makeup routine as well. And these are the complexion shades that I'll be using today. The formula of these little pencils is just so buttery, and it sinks and melts right into the skin, giving you a natural finish like a lot of cream products do, but I do find that these are a bit lighter on the skin. I also have 2 of their pencil sharpeners because it's the best sharpener I've ever used, and it also has 3 sizes, so it has 1, 2, and then you pull that part out, and that's the 3rd size. And this is shade, which shade is it? This is medium 4, and I believe this is my perfect, yeah, that's pretty well my perfect skin color. It's a little bit darker, but I feel like once I put, did you just see that cute little fluff go by? My easily distracted brain loved it. What was I saying? Anyways, oh, once I get my concealer and contour on, I think it's going to be a good match regardless. So I'm going to start with 4. Pretty much all over the face. I do have their brush. I quite love this brush a lot. I use it with a lot of my foundations because it is a synthetic brush. It's soft, but it's nice and dense and kind of stiff. And mine got a little dyed from using a mineral blush, and I just love the hot pink tips of this now. Like, it adds character for me. When I have any kind of bang hairstyle, I tend to not worry about the forehead as much because the less makeup, the less acne I get up there, and because I'm losing a lot of my hair, I have been getting some ingrown hairs along the hairline, so for me it's okay to skip the forehead, especially when it's covered with bangs. So my skin obviously looks a shade or 2 darker than my neck, but you'll see it's all gonna come together. Can you see how as that sat on my face, the color's sunken in more and the shade match gets a little better? That is what I love about these products. Now, it is still too too dark, but I'm gonna go in with shade 2 and shade 3. I believe they're Fair. Sorry, this is Fair 1 and Fair 2. I'm going in with 2 to kind of go on the areas of my face where I noticed the shadows. And once I have it on the shadowed areas, I kind of go in and fill in some of the blank space so that the blend is a lot more connected and seamless. And now I take the lighter color and I'm gonna go close to the inside of the face to really brighten my under eye. Something I love about these products is if you accidentally mix the colors, you can just sharpen it away so it's really no sweat. And now we blend. When you're blending, to keep the color close to where you placed it, you just place your brush or your sponge. I don't use sponges. I just find that the bacteria on them just breaks me out. But you just press it where the pigment is before you start blending it out. So I'm gonna go over my whole face doing that. Before really blending it out. And that color match is already looking more seamless. Now we're gonna go in with this shade, and I'm not gonna contour a whole lot on the cheek area because I've lost about 60 pounds since going through chemotherapy, which has really narrowed my face, and for me it just like is kind of strange to look at my face when I look so gaunt, so I don't want to emphasize that. For placement, I just did a little bit on the cheekbone, a little bit in the middle here because that's going to separate this from this and make the color match a lot better. A little around the lips and then the tip of the nose. And I used a similar method to last time where I stamped the color where I wanted it to go, and now I'm going in again to really blend. And yes, I'm using the same brush because it's going to help blend everything a lot better. I take any leftovers on the brush and bring it right down here, and then just really fade it in the middle. What I absolutely love about these complexion sticks is that it's so easy to contour your nose. I go back in with Fair number 2 to clean up these edges. As you could see, I also blended that with my finger, and now I'm gonna go in the center. Next, I'm gonna go in with this palette and just set everything. The palette itself is very similar to the one I used before. I always go in and just make sure there's not too much product in the crease. Now I take my brush, I flick it in the air. I don't hit anything because I feel like that sometimes takes off too much product. I place it where I want it, and then I roll it out. And then I press it down the rest of the way. I actually can't remember the shades that I got in this palette because this is a build your own palette kind of palette, which is awesome, but I have a poor memory. Place it right where I want it and roll. And I just tap, tap, tap. And then any leftovers on the brush can go everywhere else. Next, I have this palette. This is my blush and contour palette. So I'm going to go in with my contour first because I noticed that my neck still just isn't quite matching my face the way I want it to. So I'm gonna start with the neck. Look how much match that color has. Then I'm gonna go just to blend it in and blur that harsh line. And then you bring it over here and up here. I've done this whole look with just these two brushes. It was the Cheekbone Beauty complexion brush, and this is the highlighting brush by e.l.f. Like, this pink is just darling. How could I not love this color? I absolutely just enjoy any kind of bubblegum pink blush, so I'll do my best not to put too much on, but I can't make promises. When you have a nice round brush like this, you can just kind of place it where you want the blush color to go the most, and you just tap, 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 similar to that other method, and then blow it out. I'm doing a second layer because blush is my absolute favorite. Any blush leftovers I will take over my nose and on the chin and on the forehead. If the contour's here, I just go under there, but again, I'm not worried about the forehead when I have bangs. And just because I haven't used this color much, I'm going to use it. I just need an excuse, so let's hope this works. I feel like this is gonna be such a great color on darker complexions, but I am a more light-skinned person. And surprise, I love a multi-use brush, so I'm also going to use this for my highlight. It is a highlighter brush, but it's just such a great shape. Dipping into this highlighter here. And I love that highlighter as the topper because it kind of picks up the color underneath it, so it's not too pigmented, and it kind of looks a little more pink, so it pulls the tones from below, which again, seamless. Can you tell what kind of makeup is my favorite? Is it seamless? And I actually do want something more pigmented for highlighting my nose and my upper lip, so the tiny bits. And this is their eyeshadow stick in the color Honey Calcite. I'm gonna go super simple with the eyes, so I'm gonna go in with this eyeshadow pencil in the color Plum, and then I'm gonna blend it out with this nice taper eyeshadow brush that I got in a BoxyCharm box. So I'm not too sure how much it cost, and I can't even remember the brand. But I think one of the themes or points that I want to make with brushes in this video is that you don't have to buy expensive or have a whole lot of brushes to create a beautiful look. It is so pigmented. It's like this beautiful brown with a plum undertone. Or maybe it's the plum overtone with a brown undertone. You tell me. I kind of follow, can you see that little shadow there? I just do the top line first, and these are so creamy, they blend out so easily. For anyone who struggles to do a cut crease, or if you struggle with placement, which I still do, these are really nice to use either as a base or as your primary eyeshadow, because you just place it and blend it. Unlike what I did with my eyeshadow, my complexion products, I'm not gonna sit there and blend most of the pigment in here. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna drag that over here. Now I'm taking the eyeliner in Cedar Brown, and I'm Cedar Brown, and I'm gonna connect that with my eye, and I'm pulling it kind of messily because I'm gonna blend that in. Struggling a little more with this eye. Naturally, some got under my eye, so I'm just gonna blend that out. Sorry if this looks gross. I actually don't have much eyelashes, so Every look has to be a little messy because that's how it's gonna get anyways. Now I'm just taking any leftovers and going back into the crease around the outer corner, but I'm not going too deep into it. And I'm gonna go back in with this pink color to do kind of like a matte cut crease kind of vibe, but I'm not gonna go through all the hard work of cutting the crease. I'm just gonna stamp it on with my fingers. Can you see how that just kind of made the blend more seamless? Now I'm gonna go in with my highlighter. And I am gonna do mascara, but I don't have the Cheekbone Beauty mascara. I believe I had it before and I quite liked it, but this just isn't the right time to be investing in mascaras for me. I don't have any eyelashes. I love a small mascara. This is a tester size of the Physicians Formula Blowout Mascara, and it smells amazing for a mascara. I love buying these mini sizes or using the samples from Sephora or from the drugstore because they only last a month, so I get the perfect amount of use. But when I have a product for a long time, I may or may not sometimes be naughty and use it, even though I know it's expired. Mascaras and eyeliners, liquid eyeliners specifically, you're only supposed to use for a month. Like, how many of you aren't following those rules? We are almost done. I just need to do my lips. I'm gonna use one of the nude colors they have. I haven't used their lip liner a whole lot. It's really creamy and it does dry down. I find it's one of those ones that works if you use it kind of more like a lipstick base. I'm just gonna actually swatch it. Oh my goodness. Somewhere. So that's the lip liner color, and I'm gonna try to match this with one of the nude lipsticks. This one is Kea or Kia, I think. And then this one is Nuna. The bottom one is a more brown, kind of with pink undertones. Also, I thought this was a nude, but maybe it isn't. But they kind of both look like nudes, like in the package. So I think I'm gonna go with the nude. I start with the bottom lips, just evening this out, because if you'll see, this side drops a little bit lower than this side. That's because I had a scar from here to here. So also this side looks like it is rounder, but it actually isn't. That's just the scar. Don't ask me how I got it. It's not really appropriate to talk about. And then once I feel good about what I laid down, I go like this and I even out the line. And for the top lip, I start at the Cupid's bow. Just really shaping that out because I don't have a very exaggerated one. Then I follow the line down, staying inside the lip line. And that's what I've got. And then I go over this part again, but more in like a fluid movement. That way I can round out this side. And if I feel like that's enough for the day, I will stop there, but sometimes I'll overemphasize this middle part even more. I don't know if you saw that little freckle I had. You can see it peeking out a little bit. I kind of just use that as my guideline. I know not everyone has a freckle, but I find it really helpful to find kind of like landmarks on your face so that you can do things the same every time. Now going in with the lipstick. In again with my favorite nude lip gloss color, Sweetgrass. I actually try to pull out quite a bit of product like that for the bottom lip especially. And you see how lightly I'm touching my lip? Because I'm not wanting to smear anything. Then I scoop up just a little bit more, and then I do just the outline. I think I'm done. My my hands are definitely done. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I haven't been using my Cheekbone Beauty products as much, but I think I need to start again because I am glowing. Thank you for playing along with me. I love it. Creativity is my chosen wellness, my chosen everyday self-care. Skincare, beauty, hair, it's all my creative spirit coming to life. So thank you for letting me share my passion with you. I hope your day is as amazing as you.